I'ma just hold the shit down till the day that I go. My Cuban link, neck, wrist, everything all on froze. I roll it up on the bitch, cause I ain't got time for a motherfucker.
So we back, high voltage. We in here vibing with the fam. We got RnB.
Place. RnB.
Wall, dollar.
What's good? What's good?
Chillin'.
So Ronnie, man, let the people know about how you got on the radio station, 99 Jams and Hot 105, man. They played you for 2 years straight, 3 years straight.
Yeah, heavy rotation. Pretty much came about, I wrote a song called Would You Mind? I was working with the right producer. Shouts out to Young Hollywood and the Superstars.
Yeah, I love that song. I love that song.
And
Would You Mind?
It got into the right hands. Luckily, the producer of the record has a dad that was in the radio game, legendary, iconic, Cedric Hollywood. And so he had retired by that time, but when he heard the record, he took it to the radio, and radio picked it up, and before you knew it, it just took off.
So what part did Radio James play in the record after a while? Because I seen he used to get the record played as well.
Radio James, you know, that's the homie right there. He plays, you know, every part just in a sense of always showing me love, you know what I'm saying? Even if I can't remember exactly, you know, when Would You Mind came out, how much, you know, it was played or rotated, I do know that it was getting a lot of love, and Radio James definitely, you know, just one of those guys that helped push the culture down here, you feel me?
So I heard Wall talking about off camera about, you know, your uncle that do R&B, and y'all was talking about.
Right. So that's where me and his thing gets, you know what I'm saying? We get connect
on the R&B vibe.
I feel everything he do, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and when I first met bro, you know, we was talking about that, just, you know, like, you know, linking bridges. But like, this dude's too humble. Like, no, he's too humble. Like, that's why I said, yo, he gotta meet Sean, bro. He gotta meet my uncle. You know what I'm saying? Because he done wrote for the Whispers, he did stuff for LL Cool J, Keith Sweat, the list goes on.
You said Brandy too?
Brandy, yup, he did stuff for Brandy, Blackstreet, you know what I'm saying? So
it's
like,
crazy.
Like I said, I was under that door, like listening to everything he doing, you know what I'm saying? So like, and this guy reminds me so much of my uncle, bro.
That's crazy.
Just how his perfection, just how he try to perfect everything, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, that's why I say y'all gotta meet, bro. Y'all gotta meet.
Nah, for sure.
But all that humbleness this year is 24 with you, bro. Come on, bro.
Went viral,
Voltron. He Voltron. You know he Voltron.
We on the higher voltage, man. Vibing on the higher frequency, Ronnie, man.
Yes,
so let people know what's up, man. What do you see yourself in 5 years with this music game?
5 years, man. I'm hoping to, you know, just continue to be a legend in the making. I hope to, you know, just continue to allow myself to grow. You know what I'm saying? I hope to be an inspiration to my two sons, you know?
Oh
yeah, and you know, that's really what it is. And just continue to do what I do and spread love and spread that light to the people that tap into me and appreciate, you know, what it is that I bring to music. So
well, when personally, when you turn into a superstar, because you are going to turn into a superstar, what artists that you would think that you would want to work with when you get into the game? Like, who would you want to tap into? Like, you see yourself like Ronnie V and featuring?
I would love to work with Alex Isley. I would like to work with Victoria Monet. I would love to work with Lucky Day. I would love to work with Bruno, maybe Anderson .Paak. Maybe Kendrick Lamar. It's a few of them, and to be honest with you, because I've studied so much music, it's super easy for me to give the, you know, just the Ushers and the Beyoncés and just or a lot of our greats if they had not passed away type of vibe. Right. But I definitely just you know, want to give flowers to the new up and coming or those that's doing their thing right now.
Right.
And to make it as honest as possible, I'm willing to work with anybody willing to work with me as long as the music is there.
You feel me?
So let's talk about the writer's credit. I seen you had a lot of writer's credit. You did something with Quality Control with City Girls.
Yeah, I gave them kind of like their first like R&B record.
Right.
Like I remember.
Explain that process.
I was at the studio working with some good friends of mine, a legendary reggae group, Inner Circle at Circle House Studios. And so, you know,
Circle House Studios.
Yeah, for sure. Shouts out to BB. And we were working on some stuff with Inner Circle. I was getting ready to leave, and I saw my boy Sal, who's an engineer at Circle House at the time. And I asked him, I was like, who you working with? He said, I'm working with the City Girls. So Sal kind of helped walk me through that door, because I just knew I had to be on point. So when I walked in, introduced myself. Luckily, they had already knew who I was because at that time, Would You Mind was on the radio, my record.
Right.
So, yeah, I was just like, I want to give y'all, you know, first R&B record. I think what y'all doing is great, but I think it's super dope if we have like some diversity on this album. I was already talking like I already knew, like, this is my moment. Like I spoke into existence.
That's crazy.
And you said they gravitated to you and let you do your thing, and it was like, oh, they like it.
Yeah, for sure. So then after that, QC hit me, said they wanted to put Jacquees on the record. Was I cool with it? I'm like, absolutely. And
you got your writer's credit. That's explaining the question.
Yeah.
Any other big artists you work with, whether it was writer's credit or actually featured?
As far as, you know, home is concerned, yeah, absolutely. Whether it be, you know, we got a lot of legends down here, whether it's Greasy, whether it's Briscoe, whether it's Iceberg, you know,
Zoe Dollars.
Yeah, Zoe. I mean, to be honest with you,
you work with everybody.
Flow Rider. You know what I'm saying? When it just come down to, you know, where we from.
Holding it down at the crib. Dade County 305. You already know Highervoltage,
man.
You already
shout out to Dade County.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying, like, tapped in with a lot of artists from Broward. Just
shout out 305, man, and 954, man, Broward County, man.
Man, I gotta throw West Palm in there too.
Yeah,
I collaborated with, you know, a lot of artists
from
there
Florida,
too.
The whole Florida for real.
But then as far as like, but that's more so like on the hip hop scene. But as far as like on the R&B tip, man, I've been blessed to either work with or open for a lot of artists. Whether it be Babyface, El DeBarge, Jaheim, Usher at Jazz in the Gardens.
Wow. It's crazy.
Aretha Franklin. Yeah, some.
So you touch the stage with all the legends.
Yeah.
So how
me over there.
So how do it feel when you know you gotta go behind the legends like that and you done seen them tour up the crowd and you're like, you next. They like, Ronnie,
what's that?
You next.
You know, it's like last year I did Jazz in the Gardens. I had to go up right before Keisha Cole, Sean Paul, and Erykah Badu.
Wow. What?
Yeah,
so
all major hitters.
Yeah. So by the time I went on stage, it wasn't a situation where people still getting here. Everybody had already arrived.
Right.
It's a blessing to just fit in that. First of all, to be considered to fit in that space. But then when you fit in that space, it's a blessing to be able to hold the energy to the standard.
Be able to fit in the space, but stay in
value. It's like you can match it with the legends, and it's still good value, good talent.
Like, for me to be leaving, and I'm leaving just like everybody else. This is me being from Miami Gardens. This is home for me. So this ain't me like on the back of an Escalade. This is me leaving the festival with everybody else, and to have people stopping me like, yo, we just want to give you a hug, or can we take a picture, and to give me that kind of love. Not just, I don't think it was just because I was on stage, but because I gave it everything I got, and I think people, you know, connect with that more than anything, and I appreciate that.
And staying original. You know
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, every time I seen you, it was always the same. You know what I'm saying? The same energy, bro. You got great energy, and that's why your dreams is manifesting in
most definitely.
Tell us about this rollout though, man. We've been talking about it off camera, but we really want to hear about, like, what are you about to smack them in their face with?
What's coming from Ronnie?
16, what we tell him, I don't know. When the red light starts blinking.
Man.
Red light.
Nah, it definitely is, man. This project is such a vibe, and it's a different side of me. It's a new side of me. It's just being one with the music. It's going wherever the music is traveling at, and no boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really excited about this. It's definitely a project for the lovers, for the vibes. It's special. It's special.
And let's explain your name right now, because it was always Ronnie VOP, but I see you still go by, but you dropped the OP and it's just Ronnie V.
Yeah, bro, because people kept fucking it up. They called me on stage, they like, give it up for Ronnie VSOP.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you like, Remy Martin bottle.
You know the niggas drink Remy. And then, you know, so it was a lot of miscommunication when it came down to my name. So I kind of, and on top of that, just going through things in life. You know what I'm saying? By the time Would You Mind came out, and I came out as Ronnie VOP or was doing all those features, I was in a different space. As you experience life a little bit more, and as time went on, I felt like it was a rebirth of me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As evolving as a human being and as a musician.
As a person and as a musician.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because I hear it in the music.
Yeah, for sure.
Music, man. Like this music that you're doing right now, bro, is like
crazy,
timeless, bro.
Yeah,
You're basically taking two classics and putting them together. Explain that.
Yeah, that too.
Preparation.
Whether it's the music that I'm working on that's getting ready to come out on this project, or whether it's even the covers, me as an artist, I'm super inspired just by the musicality or just the creativity of great music. So I'm just pouring all of that into whether it's the content ideas or whether it's me in the studio getting ready to roll out with the original music. You know what I'm saying? Just making sure that I continue to stay inspired and creative, you know?
I wanted to ask you, what's your preparation when you writing a song? Like, what's your preparation? You just listen to the beat first, start vibing to it, or do you get the words before you listen to the beat?
Or all three. I can hear the melody in my head, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll probably just try to hurry up and put it on voicemail.
Right.
Okay.
And then I'll present it to a producer that'll bring it to life.
Right.
You feel me? So it's all of that. I ain't gonna lie, I'm just blessed and lucky and thankful to have the gift of all three. You feel what I'm saying? To be able to hear the music when I don't hear the music. To be able to write to it when I don't have the record just yet. You know, so I just try to stay involved. And you know, it's crazy, to be honest, I hadn't been writing that much, at least for the past 2 years. So the process began to be difficult because I was trying to remember how to get back into the groove. So to answer your question from the beginning, really, I think it's just letting the song write itself. You know when you hear you know when you hear that melody, you know when you hear that beat, it's already coming to you. I feel like it's spiritual work. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why with that power comes with responsibility.
That's when you get the best music.
Yeah, for sure.
Killed that, bro.
Yeah.
So how did it feel to see Usher perform at the Super Bowl halftime?
Oh, bro, I gotta show you the footage. First of all, it was everything shut down. You know what I'm saying?
It got lit.
Bro, that's like. And it's crazy, but for me to have had the opportunity to do Jazz in the Gardens the same year as him, and I hadn't seen him since, but you know, it not being a personal relationship, but it felt like I was watching the big homie. Like it felt like a reflection of me. Like I know I've seen a lot of great people like do the Super Bowl, but to see Usher do it, it really just was a moment of reassurance that anything is possible for somebody like myself. You know what I'm saying? Up and coming black aspiring R&B or just musician artist. You feel me? So, bro, I was hype as hell.
I already know.
Crib.
I know you was like, well, Usher holding R&B down.
Yeah,
well,
for sure.
Next.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. That's what it felt like. You know,
was you able to actually, you know, get the like meeting, take a picture with him?
So let me tell you how it happened. I didn't get a chance to like formally like really introduce myself, but the crazy part about it is that when his team pulled up, you know, they was like Secret Service, so everybody had to
they don't play
from
about
the
us.
back. Yeah,
They don't play about us.
I mean, flashlight in the trees, all type of shit. Like, I never would. Yeah, it was crazy the way they jumped out. But to make a long story short, they was getting ready to come get me. So for me, I'm like, damn, because I wanted to be a student. I wanted anybody could see a major artist perform from the front view.
Right.
I wanted to be a student and get his view. You feel what I'm saying?
I understand.
And so they was coming to get me, and luckily, Lieutenant Collier, I'll never forget his name because he did that for me. He grabbed me by my chest and he told them, "Oh, Ronnie VOP's with me."
Right.
So it was only me and Lieutenant Collier that was able to watch Usher from the stage.
Oh, that's
heavy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I never forget
moment.
that. And rest in peace, Aaron Spears, his drummer, because he actually took the time to sit down and encourage me and whatnot. So, yeah, man, like,
crazy.
So
bro.
just to have that, that's what I wanted. You feel me?
So speaking on that, what was your biggest moment in your career so far? I know you had a few moments. You can say one or two. You know.
All right. Biggest moment in my career will probably be definitely the national anthem for President Obama.
Oh yeah, that's number one.
Yeah,
that's number one.
in my career.
Top
Yeah.
of the list.
And then what's number two? What's something you did and you like, man? It gotta be when you traveled to California to do those auditions and you was all out of your comfort zone.
And it's like, it's so easy for me to say that.
I'm answering for you.
No,
That's that brother.
That's that big brother.
I'm already knowing.
No, but you know, but you right though. But it's super hard because, like, in a sense, that's why every morning I wake up and I say, "Dear God, thank you for allowing me to reintroduce myself so many times."
Right.
Because as easy as I feel, I can answer that and say it's LA because of the people I was able to be in front of. Even just being blessed to do what I'm doing now on my platforms with the content and how it's bringing in my own community of people.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like, damn, like, do I choose people that's really rocking with me and, you know, for me and what I'm creating, or just because I was on the television show? But nah, definitely LA was an experience. So I ain't gonna lie, man. It's everything, every blessing.
Your biggest moment haven't happened yet, bro. That's the real truth. That's why you can't answer it.
Yeah,
bro.
and that too. And you know what? That too. You know, obviously with the Obama answer, it's like a
of
no-brainer
course you just stumped it with
President
that. Like,
Obama.
drop every mic.
Like I can tell my kids. You know what I'm saying? That when that was our first black president of this country, I performed the national anthem for him. My grandmother, who taught me everything that I know, watched me walk out of her crib to go do that. You see what I'm saying? I was able to take my mom with me, so obviously that was a moment. But super blessed, nonetheless. Just looking forward to being able to do so much more and more things. You know what I'm saying? Like half of the time it's crazy. Y'all bring it up. I be forgetting to even, think about it sometimes, or just stop and smell the roses, because I'm always thinking about that next big moment that opens the doors of consistency.
That's how you're supposed to say.
And building.
Because that's done already. That's already in your rearview mirror. You did that already. You already done been on television. Yeah. Puff Daddy did it. You already done went viral on YouTube and Instagram. So it's more like, what's next, like you said.
The best.
But at the end of the day, though, people still want to hear your story, because it's a dope story, bro.
Yeah.
And the only person that could live that story is Ronnie.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why we here with this platform, because we want to take them diamonds in the rough that people like try to hide behind your talents. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Because as an artist, we know it. So we here to give you all your flowers. We want to tell you that you are dope. We want to see more stuff.
And give you a voice to let them know about that new album that's coming out. What's the name of it again?
Lover. EP. Dropping real soon. Lover.
Crazy, yo.
So y'all tap in with Ronnie V to be a lover on all platforms.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how it's going down. So anything else you want to let the people know before we get out of here tonight?
Man, just thankful for the platform. Thankful for my big brother Dollar. Thank you for Wall. Thank you to Higher Voltage, just the platform 1600. You feel what I'm saying? Just this moment. You feel me? And y'all can follow me on all platforms if you're not already doing so. TikTok Ronnie_VOP, Instagram Ronnie_VOP, Facebook if you're still on there, Ronnie V, YouTube Ronnie V. Just type Ronnie V, Ronnie VOP. Everything about me will come up, but Ronnie V, the new chapter.
That's what it is.
The next R&B thing coming out.
Hot like fish grease, man. Buzzing. So I gotta ask you one last question before we get out of here. So what's your biggest thing that make you keep believing in yourself and just keeping the faith? Like, how do you handle it every day? Because it's ups and downs as an independent artist. You gotta pay for your own stuff. You gotta take your own time out of your own day. All this effort, and sometimes you get paid, sometimes you don't, because you got this dream that you push for. Like, how you keep faith?
Man, I just watched the interview the other day where the interviewer asked Miles Davis, if you never made another dollar off of music, if you never pursued it to where it got to this magnitude, would you still do it? And he said absolutely yes, because I love it. So for me, no matter what it feels like I'm striving for, no matter what it feels like I'm destined to be in this world, no matter what it feels like I'm trying to go, my love for music will always keep me going. And I think that's really just the message. Continue to show up for whatever the gift is that you've been given. Yeah. And the more you do that, that's just called laying brick by brick. Eventually you back up, you look around, you see a mansion. Right.
That's what it is. Love what you do, you love your work, you get paid for your passion. Same way.
For sure.
So I got one thing you gotta tell the people. I do this with all my guests, man. What advice you got for a younger R&B artist, female or male? It doesn't matter. What advice you got for an R&B artist that's coming up and they ready to start? They've been in their room, right, and they've been in the corner in their shell. They ready to come out now. What advice you got for an R&B artist? What's the first 2-3 things they should do?
Honestly, the same thing I'm saying for myself. Use your gift. Study the greats and show up. You know what I'm saying? Show up, and showing up really just meaning believing in yourself. Right. That's the ultimate thing. I think
studio time, open mics.
I think anything. You know what I'm saying? I think a person, with that much confidence, the sky's the limit. When you can show up and believe in yourself that much, that can't nobody tell you nothing. You feel me?
Man, big bro code, man. You already know we got Ronnie V in the building.
Know what it is, Higher Voltage, baby.
We got Wall in the cut with the big drip. You already know from Philly to Miami. Yes, but it was an honor to have you on the show. Yes, sir. Yeah, Ronnie, it was an honor to have you on the show.
I appreciate you, bro.
You already know, man. It's all love. Higher Voltage, man. Y'all like, subscribe, comment. Y'all follow up. Ronnie V, all platforms. $Bill 305. My boy, Wall.
We out.
Bang.